Have you ever watched your spouse or partner furiously texting someone? They just keep texting and texting and texting. Now, to be fair, they could be texting their mom or a friend or a colleague at work, and they could be sitting right next to you doing it. But you just observe that they're just going at it, texting furiously, right? And just out of curiosity, you look over at them and you just say, hey, who are you texting? And you ever notice this? When you ask them that question, they keep furiously texting and don't even look up at you. And maybe if it's your wife, she finally looks up and says, oh, it's just Greg at work, or if it's your husband, they just say, oh, it's Elaine at work. Then maybe you know that they sometimes text Greg or Elaine. But see, something in your spidey sense goes off because there was a lot of texting, and it seems kind of mum. They're not saying much about it, right? And then you ask a normal question like, hey, is everything okay at work? And you know what they do? They're still busy typing, like they're ignoring you, right? Then they finally finish texting, lay down their phone, and look up at you like, what's going on, right? And listen, there doesn't have to be any hanky-panky or shenanigans, right? But when your spidey sense goes off or your radar goes off, you do want to know some answers. Well, here's a little tip. If they explain to you what was going on with Greg or Elaine and they go over it, what was happening, it's like, that's what you expect. Like, hey, that's an awful lot of texting. Let me get some explanation or some answers to all that texting. But if they say, oh, it's nothing, just a bunch of craziness at work, yeah, that's not enough answer. So your spouse or partner lays their phone on the coffee table, goes to the bathroom, and you know what you do? You commit the horrible sin of turning over their phone and looking at it. When you turn that phone over, you think you're going to find some heart emojis and love talk and maybe an emotional affair. Nope. What you find is worse than that. You know what that is? It says deleted, 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 deleted. So what now, brown cow? Listen, I've been counseling and coaching couples for over 40 years. The worst thing in a relationship is the omitted, is the deleted, is the hidden or secret communication. If you want to know more, click the link in my bio, and on the next page, click the picture that says VIP Couples Coaching.